Hey, Chef Marty Mongiello back again, and during a long and distinguished career in the United States Navy, I served at the White House, NATO, and in numerous war zones. I've cooked for a king, several presidents, and a pretty precocious 4-year-old. Throughout my career, I've been the manager at Camp David and the executive chef to the President of the United States. And now, thanks to Ingles, I'm going to cook with you and share some great recipes that you're going to love. Today, my wife, Stormy, and I own and operate the Inn of the Patriots, ranked as the #1 bed and breakfast in the world for history. And Stormy's also a disabled military veteran, kind of impressive, and an amazing chef. And she's the love of my life, so together we cook up some fantastic dishes. Today we're starting out at Ingles, and we're going to get the ingredients to make a classic Greek salad. And it's going to be done correctly. So let's have some fun, and here's what we need. 1 cup of tomatoes peeled and seeded, which are cut to a 1/2-inch dice. And we need 2 heads of romaine lettuce, torn by hand. Also 1 cup of red onion cut into thin rings, very thin. You see there we've got the green bell pepper. And how about some beautiful Kalamata olives? Also be sure to look at the Ingles salad bar. They've got beautiful ones on there. And a cup of feta cheese crumble. Now the dressing, we will put that together today. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1/4 cup of fresh chopped dill, a splash of red wine, or sometimes my hand gets caught and it ends up being more than a splash. Oops. 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, or you can use the bottled juice. 2 cloves of fresh garlic, or from the little jar. No need to be embarrassed there. And 1 tablespoon of fresh diced oregano, and a little salt and pepper to taste. Now let's start. Remember everybody, this is on the website at ingles-markets.com, so you can print a list or take it with you and pull it up on your phone while you're at the store. Now let's get cooking. Okay, so let's put together the Alaniki salata. Now, we've got the tomatoes right here, sometimes called tomatoes. There is that English hothouse cucumber. You can see how that color is starting to come together. How about the green pepper? And if you're OCD and you want to measure all this stuff out, you can. It's cool. If you just want to chuck a bunch of stuff in a bowl, as long as it's the exact ingredients that it's supposed to be, you're going to be okay. But some people, of course, love to measure and precisely have everything that it's supposed to be in there, okay? But don't worry about it too much. Look, here's just a bunch of olives, all right? There might be 1 or an additional 3 olives in here that should not have been in there, okay? That's fine. Look how beautiful that is coming together. How about the red onion? Right in. Remember, thin cut. And I don't know why it is so difficult to get a correct Greek salad in the United States to be made step by step the right way, but for some reason it is. All right, today you are going to learn all of the correct ingredients. Some of them you might find to be surprising. All right, feta, you knew that. That's no surprise. The feta cheese. Okay, you want to put those big chunks in. That's kind of cool, okay? Maybe just crack them up a little bit. You know, we don't necessarily need the dust. That's what you get at the restaurant. You get like maybe, here's what you get. That much feta cheese, the rest is dust, okay? Be gracious with your guests. Give them the big, huge honkering chunks that'll choke them, okay? Yeah, there's nothing worse. You order a Greek salad and you can tell right away at a restaurant you get ripped off with the feta dust. Nobody likes that, so don't do that to your friends at home, okay? Be gracious, put a ton in there, all right? Now, we've got him. We can kind of sort of get our main plate ready here. Let's kind of do that. And then we're going to work on the dressing. So here is some of the fronds. That's what they're called, F-R-O-N-D-S. We gotta have that. The classic romaine lettuce. And watch this. Just rip him in half with your bare hands. Keep that bottom. Put him in a little water, he'll grow out with new romaine lettuce. It'll keep growing and growing and growing. Okay? So don't throw them away. A lot of people cut that off with a knife and throw it in the trash. I've got so much lettuce growing. Can you go around like that? At home? Put a couple of fronds down. Okay? And later on, we're going to put that salad right into the middle. Let's slide him off for a second. Here he is. He's looking good. Let's work on the dressing. Okay? Going to start right there. All right? And we said the extra virgin olive oil. I've got Cola Vita. Again, you want to Precisi Max measure all of these. Okay? You could even film yourself at the house and review the DVR later to make sure that you put all the right stuff in if you want to. We've got the red wine vinegar. Let's put them in. We said a splash of wine. Okay, here's a splash. All right, but maybe you made a mistake and poured a little too much in. All right. You can take a black snake whip to yourself in the bedroom tonight for doing that. All right. Be sure to admonish and punish yourself later. Here we've got the red, white, black, green peppercorns. Going to need a ton of pepper in there. This one is Spice Islands. And we got that Tanimura and Antle provided that beautiful romaine lettuce. Also, notice the lemon. We're going to use the fresh today. Fresh squeezed. A lot of people do ask me, are you supposed to put it in like that, or you're supposed to do it the other way? Okay, I actually do mine both ways. I put him back in like this and break his spinal cord. Okay, just crush his back in half. Watch what happens. It's actually, you do it both ways. Look how much more juice. And look what happens. The pulp comes out of the bottom. Look at that. Get all that. That's good stuff. Get the pulp. Look at that. There's a little more pulp. Okay? Yeah. Let's put all that in. We might even say, you know what? How about another lemon? It's really up to you. You can follow the recipe exactly and do everything you're told in life. Okay? No one's going to call the recipe police and report you. And let's do them again like we said. Crushes back. These crushers, the lemon crusher is awesome. Okay. Let's put them in there. And how about the garlic? We said we need a little garlic. Okay. I've got one here. I've got an awesome lady in the back doing all this stuff for me, Ann. Okay. All right, it says 2 cloves of garlic. Again, maybe by accident and in violation of the White House chef's recipe, because we would never do that, okay? Maybe we put 2 cloves in, exactly as we were told to do, or maybe 2 extra cloves fall in by accident while nobody was looking, all right? You didn't see that. Check a text message real quick or go on FaceBottom. Here. Look, there's, I think we're up to like 6 now. It's really up to you, however much you like or don't like. And let's scrape that off. All right. We could start to stir him around now. We're going to check and see about getting an emulsion. 2 critical ingredients. One is, of course, the oregano. Got to have fresh oregano. And everybody's favorite. Okay. Let's put it in there. Let's chop them up. The old dill weed. I don't want to chop them too much, okay? Don't turn it into a dust to where it's unrecognizable. I would like for our guests to actually be able to tell, hey, you know what? I think at one point this was actually dillweed. A lot of fancy cookery, things are turned into a dust to where the food is unrecognizable, and it's a big guessing game for the public. You're not supposed to know what you're eating, okay? This one, I don't want to chop it too much. Ah! I'm just kidding. The cameraman freaked out just right now. No, get him back. He's okay, okay? Yeah, let's just put a little bit of that in there. The Greek oregano, different than the American oregano. Did Ann flip out in the back when I screamed? Bring out the first aid kit, Ann. I caught myself. Yeah, just kidding. Let's just stir that out. She's probably freaking out in the back right now. Can't believe it happened. All right, beautiful emulsion there, you can see. And if it's not cooperating, you can always say, I think maybe a touch more of the oil. You know, you want to put more pepper in, that's fine. It's completely up to you. Let's take that, guys. Dump them on top. You can see he was holding a stasis pretty good with the emulsion. That's what you're trying to get. The lemon juice, the acid is going to help a lot. The olive oil. Okay, let's toss that. And the only thing that we did not put in yet was a little bit of salt. I guess Ann's not going to bring the first aid kit out. She's just going to let me. Okay. Thanks, Ann. Yeah, appreciate that. Very nice. Chef Stormy's back there having a soda. Piece of cake. A little bit of salt. The reason I kind of wanted to wait on the salt possibly is maybe the feta is a bit too salty and you decide I really don't want to have a lot of salt in there today. And here we've got the salt from the Himalaya mountains. This one is Himala. And look in there, you'll be surprised at Ingles. If you look, they sell the Himalayan salt. Okay? It's pretty good. This is the purest deposit of salt left on the earth amongst the humans. It is over 80 trace elements that are good for the human body. Okay? Let's toss again. And there we go, guys. An official, accurately made Greek salad, otherwise known as an Eleniki salata. We could just serve that for our guests, like so. Let's just kind of load it up there. Everybody's going to get Kalamata olives today. And people, trust me, look at that massive piece of feta cheese. Somebody greedy is going to spot that and kind of sort of will wonder if anyone's going to get to it before them. No, they're not. It's for you. And actually, holy heck, there might be more in there for the next person. Yeah, look at that. Let's finish it off. Couple of pieces on the top. That's juicy, that's glistening, that's beautiful. If you want to take a little dill right there. Perch them on top like that. I even have friends that love garlic that would love for us, if you could, they'll ask you for me, you know, have a couple of pieces of garlic that we could bite right into. Okay, that's a nice surprise for your friend. And we're out of time now for today, but we want to thank you so much for joining us here at the Ingles table, biggest table in North Carolina and the South. And remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more on the website at ingles-markets.com. That's ingles-markets, plural.com. Until next time, we'll see you online.